The Disney Star Wars shills are furious. Star Wars Theory came out looking like an absolute champ, looking like a goddamn mad lad after his last video, and they cannot handle it. So much so that it seems like there may be a coordinated attack against his channel, circumventing YouTube saying, yeah, he's doing nothing wrong and allowing his content to stay up. So we have a lot to talk about. So welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idol. And yes, for those that follow Star Wars Theory on X, if you don't, I highly recommend it. He seems like a gem of a human. I used to love watching Star Wars Theory, and this is well before the days of dunking on Disney. He's been putting out Star Wars content for many years. And anyone that knows me knows that I'm a massive Star Wars fan. Now I'm talking about a real Star Wars fan, not that Disney schlock, but a real Star Wars fan. There's a whole part of my shrine behind me dedicated to legitimate classic Star Wars. But yeah, he's been making content for years, a lot of very great content. I haven't watched him a lot recently because really ever since getting into YouTube, I've started kind of fallen off following other large YouTubers. I'd rather, spend my time, money, resources watching individuals that are smaller, give support there. Star Wars Theory is not missing my, $5 super chat or whatever. But that being said, that doesn't mean that he's not still a great content creator, still has stuff worth following, still has views that are worth listening to, agree or disagree. However, a lot of people do disagree because, like I said, we saw from, Molly Damon and all those others, the coordinated attack against him and several others in the Star Wars sphere, and we saw it fail epically, we saw it backfire. We then saw he got to release a 30, almost 40-minute video given all the receipts, dunking, venting. It truly was a thing of beauty. And then when YouTube comes back and says, we are not going to demonetize him, we are not going to deplatform him, we start seeing something very interesting. So before we get into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. And this is honestly concerning because if these individuals like Molly Damon and whatnot can circumvent YouTube's ruling by just claiming his videos as opposed to trying to get him, copyright struck off the platform, just claiming them so that, he's not really getting the recognition for them, that could be demoralizing. It could eventually, result in a strike, possibly, depending on, how many claims he gets. There's a lot to worry about here. So here we go again. Video was never monetized, but now suddenly, after 6 years, it will be running ads and going to Warner. They hungry. And we got this from YouTube. Video cannot be monetized. Vader Episode 1, Shards of the Past, a Star Wars Theory fan film. Now, it is not unheard of for fan films to be copyright claimed because, let's be real, you are using other individuals' work. You are making a fan film based on the property that is owned by somebody else. So if it was just this one claim, yeah, fair enough. There actually wouldn't be a whole lot to discuss here. But he had 3 of these on 3 different videos in one day. Also, 6 years. The video is 6 years old and is just now getting the copyright claim when it was never monetized to begin with. Hi, Star Wars Theory. Copyrighted content has been detected in your video, Vader Episode 1, Shards of the Past, a Star Wars Theory fan film. The visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. The copyright owner is now either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike, does not affect your channel. And that's good. That's A-okay. But the content used was the Imperial March. Again, Imperial March, that is a copywritten song that is from Star Wars, that is owned by Lucasfilm. I assume it's owned by Lucasfilm. Yes. Technically, this is something that can be copyrightable if they decide they want to act on it. But why did they wait 6 years to act on it? Well, probably because there are individuals behind the scenes who loathe Star Wars Theory, loathe the fact that he came out with the dub on this one, that are now sending emails and messages and trying to cause a ruckus about everything going on behind the scenes so that there can be a small but yet still coordinated attack on his channel. Because what about this one right here? Pathetic. They're now combing my channel to take as much as they can. Convenient it's today. Again, today, after he just dropped another spicy video, well, I guess yesterday by this point you're seeing this, they just claimed Samuel Kim's music and flag it as theirs. Note, it's not copyrighted on Samuel's channel. Hi, Star Wars Theory. Copyrighted content's been detected in your video, Darth Vader's lo-fi beats to relax and study to, Star Wars lo-fi chill mix. The visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. Copyright owner is now either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike, does not affect your channel. Binary Sunsets, Augie's Great Municipal. Like, here's the deal. He says it himself. The music wasn't even copyrighted on Samuel Kim's channel. A lot of YouTubers, in fact, I'm sure many of you watching this who create content, use lo-fi music in the backgrounds of your videos if it's a video that warrants some sort of ambient sound. I've done it in several videos. Go and watch any of my videos that aren't news related. Go watch any of my content that's just me talking about, the top 10 video games that need remade, or any of my sort of analytical videos, the Resident Evil ripoff Alien, videos like that. I 100% use lo-fi ambient music because it just sort of adds another layer to it. It really helps just sort of set the mood. When you guys watch those sorts of, video essay style YouTubers, almost all of them do this. So why, again, is Star Wars Theory being attacked, again, over music that's not even copyrightable on the original channel it was taken from? And we see this yet again. Keep them coming. Revenue sharing in your video. Anakin's lo-fi beats to study and chill too, because remember, Anakin and Darth Vader, they are separate people. I mean, a certain point of view. Star Wars Theory lo-fi. Hi, Star Wars Theory. Copyrighted content has been detected in your video. Anakin's lo-fi beats to study and chill too. Star Wars Theory lo-fi. The visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. The copyright owner is now either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike. Does not affect your channel. Bingo, bango, bongo. A three-peat. They got the turkey. They got the hat trick. All three in a single day. How is that not at least look, optically and all, like a case of targeted harassment? They are pulling some shenanigans on the back end to try and bring him down. That is how angry Star Wars Theory made them, simply for existing, to use the language they like to use. Oh, there are more of us. Well, clearly not, although there are enough of you to get together some sort of coordinated attack on the channel of an individual who just fucking loves Star Wars. At the end of the day, it really is that simple. He's just a dude who Star Wars has touched his life to a degree that, frankly, many people can understand. You don't become like one of the most IPs worth the most money in the entire world off of just merchandising alone in most cases, if you don't reach the hearts and souls of millions out there. So here we have a Star Wars fan, Star Wars Theory, who has just been broadcasting his love for this IP for the last several years on YouTube, but because he doesn't like the Disney stuff that he is actually, some of which he does like, and other stuff that he's very much tried and given chances to, he has been far more lenient than the vast majority of us Star Wars fans, because he does love Star Wars that much, because he cares so deeply about Star Wars. He was far less, let's say, vitriolic, and he was far more accepting of what Disney was doing, and eventually even he got to the point where he's like, I'm done, fuck it, I give up. But it took him a lot longer. But because he doesn't like the Disney stuff that you so relentlessly shill for, because he's got politics that are different from yours, and maybe not even politics, maybe you just assume his politics, because frankly, I don't know Star Wars Theory's politics. I don't really care to know Star Wars Theory's politics, but you assume his politics because you just assume, oh, anybody that doesn't like the Disney stuff must automatically be an alt-right Nazi who's voting for Donald Trump, or whatever it is that you guys think that he is. Like, no, maybe he just has a problem with shitty storytelling. That's what we've gotten. Because you know what? I was a chief Disney supporter. As a Star Wars fan who knows my lore, knows my history, George Lucas had been talking about selling to Disney since the 80s. So when it rolled around, the news finally came out that Disney was buying Star Wars, I was a-okay with it, because George Lucas had been saying for years, if he ever sold it, the only people he would sell it to is Disney. George believed in it, and fuck, if George believed in it, then I believed in it too. And I got burned. We all got burned. But Star Wars Theory, he hung in there because of his love for this, and you hate that. In fact, you hate it so much that now you're gone protected. You're afraid of people coming after you, or more than that, you're afraid of getting exposed. This from Master of the TDS, great account, make sure you follow him. Molly went protected right after Star Wars Theory's latest video, hiding her tweets so no one can see what she's saying or grab receipts. Doesn't really seem like the actions of an innocent person, and yup, right here, posts are protected. I mean, we can still see the pronouns in her bio, and again, thank you for letting us know you're a she/her. Are you really a she/her, though? I assume you're really a she/her. Most men cosplaying as women don't pass, so yeah, I imagine you're really a she/her. But the point is, you protected your post. Why'd you protect your post? Because Star Wars Theory exposed you and utterly destroyed you. You were Alderaan and he was the Death Star, and you can't have that. You can't handle that, because it shows that your ruse is over. It shows that there are, in fact, more of us. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not usually about, Star Wars, because frankly, I hate covering Star Wars nowadays because it doesn't bring me any joy. But situations like this definitely do warrant a video. But I also cover anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos I react to on my Friday night live streams, and of course get involved with over 80 other vital idols. We are a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to grow even further because we do care about diversity, but only one kind of diversity of thought. And if that's interesting to you, join the Discord, hit subscribe, and until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.